It's Junie P, aka Juniper Paradon, and welcome to my channel. I'm new here, so I'm definitely gonna assume that you're new here. So let's just be awkward and new here together. So, like I said, my name is Junie P, aka Juniper Paradon. Welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to just be an introduction of self and what exactly my channel is going to be about, and a little bit of jumping into today's video. So I'm Junie P and I'm 24. I like to draw. I'm really into watching anime, and I really like to watch YouTube. Hence why I'm here, so maybe I'll be the one that you like watching on YouTube. But anyway, yeah, so I enjoy doing stuff like that. I actually recently just picked up cross stitching. My great grandma has cross stitched for years. She taught me one summer when I was like 16, and recently I picked it up as a little bit of a hobby, and I'm excited about it. It's fun. It's one of those things that I can do when when I'm just sitting down, not really doing anything. But I really enjoy playing video games too. I'm really into The Sims 4. Love me some Sims 4. Like, it might be a problem, I'm not gonna lie. And right now I'm actually really enjoying, I just started, but I'm playing Disney Dreamlight Valley, and so that's been a pretty good game too. So if you're into gaming, maybe we could get a little bit into that on this channel. But this channel and what today's video is going to be about, so my channel is pretty much going to be a video diary for myself. I'm experiencing a lot of growth within myself and just becoming who I am. I don't really want to say the person I'm supposed to be, because we are who we are. We're forever growing. I may not be the same next year like I am today. But I really started to notice that becoming a mom, I have a beautiful little offspring. She's great. And becoming a partner to someone and spending your everyday with them is a challenge, and you kind of get lost, especially as a woman. I don't know if it's the same for men, but I noticed that I was really getting lost in motherhood, and I was really getting lost in my relationship, and I just kind of had to take a step back and reevaluate some things and kind of just be like, hey girl, don't forget about yourself. You can't pour from an empty cup. So yeah, so that's pretty much what we're going to be following. Or maybe we'll do some little story times on here, because I love a good story time. But today's video in particular is going to be about natural hair. So as you can see, I'm rocking a nice fro. This is not actually my hair. It's a textured wig. So I've been getting really into those. So I've pretty much been natural my whole entire life. As a kid, your parents do your hair. I was born with a full head of hair, and beautiful little curls. If I'm not mistaken, my hair texture is a 3C, or I think it's 3, what is it? 3, dang, I'm slipping my own mind right now. I think it's maybe a 4B, 4C, I want to say. It's not super loose, but I do have some looser curls on the top and tighter curls on the bottom and sides, like the back and sides. I have both my mother and my father's hair texture, so rock it with me. They knew what they were doing when they were mixing genetics. I got a great head of hair. And I know you're probably like, girl, if you're doing a natural hair video, why aren't you wearing your natural hair out? Look, I got dressed today and this wig was giving, okay? So I went ahead and slapped it on my head, and it's cute, and it fits. Like, I've been really recently getting into more like natural textured wigs. Like, yes, I had like maybe loose curls or loose waves and things like that, but it wasn't, and sorry if you hear sounds, my phone keeps going off. There is a piece of something touching my shoulder and I don't like it. But yeah, I would wear like straight hair or like loose curly hair. And don't get me wrong, boo, it was banging. But I just like, I remember how much my face lit up when I pulled this baby out the box, fluffed it, put a little, when I got her nice and ready to go. And I love 4C textured hair. Like, if my whole head could just be 4C, I think 4C hair is such a beautiful texture. And if this was my real curl pattern, baby, you couldn't tell me nothing. Like, my little sister has 4C hair. My best friend has 4C hair. My other best friend has 4C hair. And I don't know. There's something about 4C hair. I feel like out of all the curl patterns and coils, of all the textures, 4C hair definitely is a hair texture that has so much versatility, and it's so beautiful. And I'm glad that I got to grow up watching women do their hair and watching my best friend flourish in her natural hair journey, and watching her be able to, love. And well, she's always loved her hair. Like, she's not saying that she's had any self-hatred or anything, but she's always loved her hair. But being able to see us grow from like being middle schoolers to like who like straighten their hair all the time, growing into like our later high school years, embracing our natural hair. So we'll get into that. So again, as a kid, my mom did my hair. I it in puffs. I wore like the puffs with the ballies all on top of my head. Like, I had braids, beads, barrettes, the black girl experience. And I loved it. Your hair flourished. My mom used the blue magic, the pink lotion. I remember, like, I'm one of those kids who like hated getting my hair done. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what it is. And granted, like, back in the early 2000s, I'm a 2000s baby. I was born in 2000. So like growing up, like, granted, there were people who had their natural hair back in the day, but like, I remember growing up watching my mom wear wigs, and like, I saw my mom's natural hair a lot, but she had it styled too. So like, micro braids, things like that. I remember seeing that. There's this one picture of my mom, and she has this mullet. I can't stand this picture. I don't know what it was about the mullet, but I wasn't feeling it. But she, I remember getting like the hair show magazines and the freaking mail and stuff. Like, we were. I was from the time where the black ladies was getting their hair done. They was doing their thing, and like, I had friends who'd gotten perms and stuff. By this time, I had never had a perm. I don't think I got a perm until I was like maybe 12. Probably about 12. And like, I've always had very thick hair. Like, my hair is extremely thick. And the more we get into these this channel, I will be showing off my natural hair. I personally love my natural hair. I don't really remember ever having any like hatred for it. I do remember like having a little bit of like my elder cousin. She's always had like looser curls, and they were bouncy. And so I remember this particular time we were at school and we were waiting to get picked up, and one of her friends were like bouncing her curls, and they were bouncing back, but mine didn't do the same thing. And I remember that person making a comment about it, and me kind of like being like, well, damn. But I never, when it came to surrounding my hair, I never really felt any like dislike for it. And like, I remember also being one of those girls who like people constantly like would tell me how beautiful my hair was, and things like that. Because as a kid, like, my hair was long down my back pretty much as a kid, or at least probably a little past my shoulders, because again, my mom was doing it. My mom was maintaining. My mom was keeping it healthy. And then by 9, I was kind of like doing my own thing. Like, I was blow drying my own hair and washing it and stuff like that. I remember like straightening my curly hair wet. Like, it was terrible. But yeah, like, by 9, I was doing my own little thing. And like, I remember, I'm sorry if I'm jumping around. I'm trying to stay on track. So, as I said, born with a lot of hair, full head of hair. My mom maintained it. Puff balls, barrettes, ballies, black girl experience, living our best lives. So, if I'm not mistaken, around 5th or 6th grade, I got my hair straightened for the first time. I went to the Dominicans. Obviously, I cried. I'm tender-headed. And I'm not just saying that because I know a lot of people are like, no, if the person's hurting your head, it's them. No, I'm genuinely tender-headed. Like, I cry when I do my own hair. It's just like my scalp is just like, I have never had like any scalp issues, but my scalp is very sensitive, especially here in the middle, and I've noticed like around my edges and stuff. So I try not to touch them too much because, baby girl, that postpartum shedding, baby, it took my edges, but they're on their way back. That Jamaican black castor oil get me right every time. But yeah, so 6th grade, I got my hair straightened for the first time. And I remember just like, oh my God, it was the first time I ever got my hair straightened. So of course I'm excited, like, to be able to see my length, and they trimmed it and things like that. And they gave me a cute little part. I had my little side part. So that was the first time, and I really enjoyed that. And I don't really remember getting my hair straightened again for a long while. Again, by 9, I was doing my own hair, crooked ponytails. My ponytails were never straight. Why? I don't know. But my ponytails were never straight. It doesn't matter. I could have used a ruler. I could have used any form of measurement to get this thing straight, and it just never came out straight. And then, so I was wearing crooked ponytails and things like that with my little headbands, and then I remember also wearing buns. Like, I went to buns. Hopefully I'll be able to find all the pictures I need to put in so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. But I wore buns all the time. And you know how, like, when you're using hair ties, whether they're like cloth ones like these, or like, you know, they, after a while, especially doing your hair in that one style, and you know, the way I would just have the bun, I would just kind of like wrap it around my ends, and like my ends would be bent up and like but yeah, so I want to say middle school is when I started really getting my hair straightened. First, that we were going to the Dominicans, but then we got a family friend of ours introduced us to their family friend who does hair, and she would braid our hair and straighten our hair. And if I'm not mistaken, middle school is when I also started wearing like box braids and stuff, because I remember getting, well, no, I was wearing box braids previously, but I do remember, was that the summer before middle school? I feel like that was the summer before middle school, because if you know, back in the early 2000s, like the jerking days where everybody had those like belts and like those freaking glasses, and like, you know, if you know, you know. But yeah, I think that was around the time I was going to middle school. I don't know. A lot of these memories are jumbled up. Some childhood trauma. We're just gonna leave that alone. We'll get to that later on. But yeah, so like I was wearing box braids, but going into middle school was the first time I like ever was able to get color and stuff. And so my mom, I think it was blonde or something. I got like a blonde. And, you know, I was feeling myself because, Bookie, I had my little individuals. You could not tell me nothing once my mom started letting me get individuals. When my mom started letting me get individuals, but first we started out with the curls on the end. She used to let me get individuals, but they had to be curled on the end. Every little black girl knows what I'm talking about. There are stages to our hair. Nowadays, it's just like kids don't go through the awkward phase in middle school no more. They go from kindergarteners to 30 bust down baddies. Again, another conversation for another day. Ain't gonna be my child, because I get it, it's what they see all the time, but as parents, when are we gonna be like, be so for real? Like, why does my 13-year-old look like she's 25? I'll wait. But yeah, so I remember when I first was able to get my little color, I was feeling myself, like, and I also, like, again, straightening my hair. So middle school, I started straightening my hair all the time. My hair just got shorter and shorter and shorter, and I remember this one particular picture because it was in the yearbook. And it was a beautiful picture. I had my braces. I loved my braces. If I could go back and have my braces again, Bookie, I will get my braces. I loved having braces. It also could have been because during the time I had a crush on my orthodontist, because that man was fine. That man was so fine. But I digress. So yeah, so I had braces, straight hair. Like my hair was just getting shorter and shorter because it was. And then I also noticed that like it started to, especially towards like my last year of middle school, like I noticed like my hair really started to be like, girl, especially when it was wet, it just was not cute. It was stringy, and I used to think my hair was so cute because it was fairly long, but like it just was not given, baby. It was so bad, so bad. So by, you know, end of middle school, getting into high school, I decided, baby, I want to start wearing my natural hair. And I can't recall if it was because I started seeing, you know, the natural hair girlies during the time. So this had to have been about seventh, eighth, ninth. So ninth, I would have been, yeah, 15. So 2015, 2014, 2015. I started to notice like a lot of the girls on YouTube were wearing their natural hair, and like natural hair 85, if I'm remembering correctly. This is not alcohol. It is coconut water and cranberry juice. YouTube, mind your business. But yeah, I remember seeing them and loving how long and beautiful their hair was. And I think at the same time, my best friend was also thinking about going natural too. And we had been like discussing it with each other. But I remember being like, you know, I wanted to start wearing my hair like naturally. And like I remember getting a little backlash from the girlies from it. Like my mom was kind of like, girl, I don't know about all this. But she was supportive. She was trying to support. She didn't really know too much, but she was like, okay. So she tried like buying me products. But I also remember like adults being like, oh, because again, during this time, I had never worn my hair like in its natural curly state. It was always blow dried, straightened, or like braided. So of course, I don't know what to do with this. Of course, it's looking a mess because it's been straightened so much. But I remember this one particular madame. She used to like make comments like, "Oh, you think you're white," and blah blah blah, because I would wet my hair in the morning, put the product in, and go out. And you know, I don't know why like black people be so rough on other black people, because mind you, I'm a child. Like, mind your business, it's not your hair. Like, what is the problem? Sometimes the tea just don't, sometimes the tea just be piping hot. And I ain't like that. Like certain little memories from adults when I was a kid, I'm like, I'm a child, first of all. Two is giving like, you got a problem with me. Like, what did I do to you? But anyway, but I really like started to try and like wear my hair out. Granted, I should not have been wearing my hair out cold and stuff because it's winter time and you probably don't want sopping wet hair when you go outside, but I digress. So, you know, I was wearing my hair in braids. I was trying to do twist outs, bantu knots, and I wish I didn't delete my old Instagram because I have a lot of the pictures from this time on there. So we're in early high school. I was still blow drying my hair and stuff and wearing buns and stuff like that, but I hadn't been like straightening it. Not to my, I might have been still getting it straightened here and there, but not like, you know, I was mostly wearing my natural hair. And I remember just like people complimenting me all the time, or like people asking me what I was mixed with, and I'd have to be like, both my parents is black. Again, I don't know why this is such a thing, especially in the black community. Black people can have every hair texture that you can find. I've met black people with naturally straight hair whose parents are both black. I've met black people who are light skinned with 4C hair whose both parents are black. Black hair comes in every form, color, and texture. Let it go. The texturism isn't cute. The colorism isn't cute. Let it go, because it has the black community in a chokehold. I'll cancel myself for you, but I stand on that. Let the texturism and colorism go. It's not cute. It's not giving what you thought it was supposed to have given. Anyway, so yeah, like I remember always having compliments. Like it started to kind of like give this unhealthy attachment to my hair because as a kid, I'd always get compliments on my hair and things like that. And then growing up, I'd always get compliments on my hair and things like that. So it kind of started giving me this attachment to my hair as like I have to like my hair has to look nice to, be perceived. It has to be long. It has to be a certain way. And I remember just like watching videos of big chops and things like that. And like kind of like, I don't know. I believe that hair holds memory. And like sometimes you got to let that go. Like sometimes you just got to let it go. You got to cut it off. So I remember one night my mom was at work and I just chopped it all off. I sent her this paragraph that I had written because like I was like, girl, I'm feeling some type of way. I don't know, like my hair holds my emotions. Like it's my connection to the spirits. Like I don't know, like for me that's what it is. So yeah, I cut it and I've never seen my curls so beautiful. And I remember that night because that particular day I had gone out to go hang out with two of my close friends. And then that night I just chopped it all off. I chopped it all off. That was it. It was gone. I put it in a ponytail, cut that ponytail off. Yep, I sure did. And my curls, I had never seen my curls curl like that. I've never seen my hair do anything like this. So I washed my hair, I conditioned it, and this is when my mom really started to like understand, okay, like she's serious about this. This is something she needs to do. And I will admit, sometimes I was manic and I was just cutting my hair off. So after that first cut, my hair grew big. And I wish I could find this particular picture, but I can't. These pictures are from years ago, guys. Like, again, I'm 24. Like, I don't have a lot of this stuff anymore, unfortunately. But my hair started to flourish. It was long. It was thicker. Like, it was just beautiful. So after that, and after that first haircut, I even had like other girls come up to me and be like, I'm not gonna be friends with you anymore because you cut your hair off. So that tells me you were just being friends with me because of my hair. That's weird, but I digress. So after that, I grew my hair back out. I cut it again in 11th grade, or was 11th grade the first time I cut my hair? I know I cut my hair twice when I was in high school. And then senior year, I got an undercut. I loved my undercut. It was so cute. So I had an undercut, and then 2018. 2018, after I graduated, I went to my auntie's barbershop, and I had her cut it off. I had her cut the rest of my undercut off, which was just the top. 2018, I just rocked the baldy for the hell of it. So my mom had taken me, and she was like, she's like, I don't know if I'm ready to see you completely without hair. And I didn't get a number one, but I cut it. And it was nice. Like, I enjoyed I either like my hair to be on my shoulders or buzz cut it. Those are the two. I know they're so extreme, but those are the two. I don't like the woofing stage. I don't like that in between awkward stage. Like, it just be like, it give me the ick. So yeah. So, at that point, I just was like, all right. So I went off, did my summer thing, came back, was growing my hair out. Then I tried locks. Was like, and then, no, did I? No, by then I hadn't. So I got my hair cut, started college. I was doing community college. I was wearing head wraps a lot during that time. Like, I was always wearing head wraps. By my second semester at the community college, my hair had gone back to a TWA. Did I start those locks in the summer? I think I started those locks in the summer. So my best friend's mom started my locks. I love the look of locks, but it's just like, for me, it's just like, I've had locks. So before this particular, I'll get to my 2024, but before my 2024 year, I had locks. I dyed my locks and had to comb them out. If it wasn't for the fact that I dyed them, I wouldn't have combed them out. But I dyed them, I had to comb them out. They were so damaged, so I cut it. Here we are in 2024. But so I had locks. I decided I wasn't ready for them because I feel like locks are a spiritual thing. Like, I really remember how, like, I don't know, my locks just brought out a deeper side of me. So I wasn't ready, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna comb them out. So I rocked my natural hair, went off to college, BU. So went off to BU and dyed my hair. Dyed my hair blue, like an aqua blue, I think it was. That summer, cut my hair again. This time, number one, buzzed, gone. Number one, exposed, forehead. I'm not insecure. I wouldn't say insecure about my ears, but my ears are small, so I'm a little weird about them. But girl, I was fine. Like, I'm fine with hair, without hair. I'm like, okay. It'd be taking me a little second to you know, when you gotta get used to that new look again. But yeah, so 2020 I cut my hair. By the time I was going back to college in 2021, because remember it was the pandemic. 2019 we got sent home early. Then 2020 we spent quarantine. 2021 was it? Yeah, because it's the New Year's before. Yeah. So went back to college, was growing my hair out. Fast forward a little bit, met my partner, growing my hair out. By then, I moved from college. Sorry if I'm speeding past this. It's just, like, not that important. But, so 2021, I ended up moving into my own place. I was living in the BU area in my own little apartment. My partner, and this is just how I'm remembering stuff. So I was growing my hair out. I was learning how to, like, braid my own hair and, you know, just do little stuff with my hair. It was a hot ass mess, but I was doing it. And I was trying to do twists and stuff. So 2021, 22, I moved to where I am now. Still growing my hair out. It got long. I put it in locks. I think I dyed it, cut it a little bit, like trimmed off the color, put it in locks, wore locks up until I want to say I combed my locks out, because by then I was pregnant, so I probably combed my locks out around probably, like, I want to say December, maybe. It might have been January of 2023 or 2024. It's either December of 2023 or January 2024. But I know, like, at the beginning of the year, I did comb out my locks. I was wearing my afro, but then I trimmed off my ends, and then I finally was like, nah, just let it go. Because what I did was when I locked my hair, I instant locked it, and you know that can damage your strands really bad. And I, like, because at first I was just gonna comb it out and let it grow out, but it was, baby, let it go. Sometimes you have to let it go, and that is okay. It will come back. So, after I cut it, I just been kind of like wearing it, and I was blow drying it, washing it, blow drying it, putting it in braids or mini braids or mini twist or flat twist, you know, just anything that can just, like, not have me deal with it. So, so since then I've been growing my hair and stuff like that. Right now I think it's like maybe here again, we'll get more into my hair. I'll try to put some clips in. Sorry. I'm like clips in here. Sorry. I'm looking at my monitor. But so I'm going to put some clips in of what it looks like now, but right now I'm currently rocking mini braids, and I don't wear this wig all the time. I was wearing it a lot during the colder months, but then it got too hot, and I was like, So I have been wearing this, which I've enjoyed, but I haven't really been wearing it a lot recently because I've been trying to reestablish myself with my hair, because I noticed, like, I also during that time, in the recent years, I've been wearing a lot of wigs and stuff, whether it was like looser curls or like straight, but I had noticed I started wearing a lot of straight, and I miss my hair. Like, you know, when you just be like, all right, that, and it was snatching my little baby edges, girl. It was snatching my little edges. Can't be. Postpartum and already snatching my edges. You think I'm about to let this wig snatch my edges too? That, and it just made me forget how much beauty I hold with just my natural hair. And that's why I also invested in a natural hair wig, because I'm like, I love afros, but sometimes I just don't want to, you know, I want to be able to leave my hair in that protective style, but also have something to style. But I've noticed as well that with my straight haired wigs and stuff, granted, all hair has maintenance. So black women, stop saying your hair is too much to handle, is too high maintenance. I've stood next to my straight haired friends while they struggle to curl their hair, and I struggle to pull mine back in a ponytail. It all takes time, knowledge, giving yourself the chance to learn the knowledge. Girl, wear that natural hair because it's cute. It's cute. It's cute. It's cute. It's cute. But if that's not what you want to do, then that's also not what you want to do. But we're not going to bash each side. No, no, no. I don't want to see none of that in the comments, because I will tell your mom. I'm snitching. But yes, but I just noticed I was taking much more time with the wig than I was with my own hair. Because granted, I was still moisturizing my hair and stuff, but I wasn't loving on my hair like I know I love on my hair. Whenever it comes to doing my hair, I do it as a ritual. And I noticed, like, after I had the baby, it was a little harder to do that. But I'm like, I don't want to neglect my hair, because I know that's neglecting myself. Like, I love my hair. Me and my hair are in a very intimate relationship, and I would like to keep it that way. But yeah, so that's pretty much. So my goal with my hair now is my goal right now, I'm thinking small, because I don't want to be like, oh, my hair is going to be 30 inches down my back. Like, no, it takes time. Me and my hair have to reacquaint ourselves. I don't think I'm saying that right, but y'all get what I mean. Like, my hair and I have to get reacquainted. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. And get to know and love each other again, because I like really enjoy, like, I don't know, it's like a certain connection that I have with myself when it pertains to my hair, because now my relationship with my hair is built around my love for myself and my hair, rather than the love and the validation of other people's love for my hair. So yeah, so my goal right now is to get my hair to collarbone length again, because that's how long it was before I cut it, after taking my locks out. So that's my goal right now. I will not be dyeing it or putting heat to it. I may blow dry it here and there, but I'm just gonna try and go and do just me and my boo-boo. But like I said, right now I have mini braids, so I'm pretty much going to be doing a mini braids challenge for 3 months. Having my mini braids for 3 months, I will take you guys through the routine of washing my hair and things like that. I'm trying to decide on whether I did film a mini braid and wash hair routine, but it's not that great, so I might just add clips into this video, just so you guys can see my hair, see what it looks like, and what we're working with. But yes, thank you so much for coming to take the time to hang out with me, to get to know me a little bit. My puppy girl's coming up the stairs. To get to know me a little bit, and I hope that you guys like me enough to come back. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.